bad weather here. So I'm going to get these lines right out in the water. I got two for carp and for catfish. We're at a spot we haven't fished much live. There are some channels in here, and there's a good number of carp as well. So, and Kevin's going to be to the side. He's already been catching panfish. So let me get these baits in the water.
Just back.
My thumb is still messed up from that catfish. Got one in, let me get the other. Using the method feeders and the pack bait, the hair rig, tipped with fake floating corn.
Want him for bait?
Throw it in the cooler, I'll get what I need out of the cooler. All right, got two carp rods out. See who we got in here. Holy cow, you guys are cranking. 5 people, 7 thumbs up. Most of them are Stewie. Bulk, what's up? Scott, Hapless, Wendy. Got all the members in here. Good morning to y'all. Yeah, gloomy Sunday. You probably know where I am, Scott. Gonna try to sneak in some grass. We got Skeeter in. Welcome in, Skeeter. Good to see you. We moved our Centralia trip to Thursday, but we are going to head that way. And we're going to study up on your video once more before we go. Yeah, I think I'm only going to put one of those rods out for catfish. Because you're allowed 3 per person, and Kevin's kind of wandering around. Don't want to get in trouble with the ranger. Kev's got some sunfish. I'm going to cut one up for bait. Never going to get it out of here.
What?
You got way too much wood. I'm never going to catch this thing.
Want me to help?
Basket net thing.
You sure? I can get him right out with my hand.
You're just going to further delay everything.
Got another baby bass.
Show them off on the line if you can.
Look at him.
Let me get back to that.
that? Baby largemouth bass.
Little bluegill head on this one.
That one's a good bullhead bait.
Yeah.
Almost guaranteed a bullhead.
Got like a size 4/0 on that, a little bit smaller, just so that we can hook up on a bullhead as well. Not that the bullheads won't take an 8/0, they will. But
Better be sure.
yeah, I gotta link up with Skeeter sometime, for sure. Have to set something up. My life's always chaos. If you like, let's see. I don't know if we're going to be fishing in Centralia though. Yeah, I could send you a message perhaps. I'm going to be with my older boy. It's a bit challenging. He's not always into the fishing as much. If you can find me, send me a message. I can tell you a lot more stuff offline. But yeah, definitely want to meet up sometime and fish together for sure. Yo, $10 from Bulk. $10. Thank you, Bulk. Appreciate that. I turned reactions off, so I can't heart it. I don't think I can.
Stewart? That's another Stewart.
Stewart made me turn reactions off. I like blaming Stewart. It feels good. Suddenly I'm not at fault.
Because Stewart's ain't going to donate money, we're going to be able to like his. It always happens.
Yeah. Let's see. Got the poles. Let's watch the poles. I got the forward facing, or I don't even know, forward, backwards facing. This is the traditional way I have been doing lives, just because my old phone, it broke. It was the only way I could do lives. So I'm kind of sitting here in the way I'm more familiar with now. I don't know. What do you guys think? Which way do you like better? Do you like where you can see my ugly face and you're looking at me and the rods? They both have their advantages. This feels more, I'm used to this now, I think. It's always your fault, Stuart. Stuart said, don't blame him, Sabotage. Oh, we got a video to upload on Kevin's channel. And it might be targeted at Stuart. I had nothing to do with it. I'm just the editor.
Targeted to Stewart.
Yeah. You can't heart stickers. Ah, okay. Yeah. Weiser State Forest is such a huge state forest, but we have fished some of those tracks. There's that track, but I think that's all the way up by Bloomsburg that's got the 3 lakes in it. Is that not Roaring Creek? There's 3 lakes in a row that are in Weiser. The first ones they catch and release only. We shot a video up there not that long ago. We hit that one. We were camping up that way. The middle one you have to hike in pretty far. We fished that one. We didn't have any luck in the middle one, but the catch and release one we did pretty good on. Lots of blueberries too.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
I got a pickerel.
Yeah, you got a pickerel out of there. Oh, no more dude colors. Well, why can I heart yours? Stuart, thank you for that, but why can I heart yours
But not incredible.
and not Incredible Bulks? Sounds like Sabotage right there.
Yeah, Sabotage Stewart.
Do yourself. Yep, that's right, Skeeter. I just get feedback. There's some carp out there feeding. Look at them out there.
Oh, yeah.
We got carp out here feeding. Traditional bubbles. This is going to be good, guys. And by good, I mean we might actually catch a fish. Yeah, there's a good bit of them out there. That could be good. This could be good.
You might have to throw lure on.
Lyle and I came up here and did like a last minute live one day for like 45 minutes, and we ended up catching 3. We didn't even think that there was carp over on the side.
This is a good bullhead hook.
Put it with the stuff if it ain't rusted.
It ain't rusted in. Oh.
Because you can't heart a chat, not a sticker. You can heart a chat, not a sticker. Stealth camping wiser. That's awesome. NJ, what's going on, bro? What's going on? Is it raining yet over there? I mean, it's so stinking humid here. It's nasty out. It is just nasty. You laughing at me? You laughing at me?
Want me to throw a fish in your boat?
You want me to toss an 8-ounce across the bow? Keep laughing, buddy. Am I funny?
Keep laughing.
Alright, that's cool, Stu. I'm just messing with you anyway. Stealth camp, you're speaking my language now.
Speaking my
I used to roll around stealth camp all over the place. Those rocks, I hate saying this on live because you never know if the ranger's listening, but I used to camp up on those rocks in the bivy stack. I'd till anytime it was near zero here, I'd camp out. I'd ride up here and test out all my cold equipment. And I swear they put a big chain link fence up there because of me. It was the cool spot because you could hear the birds on the wood, all the geese out here, and you could hear deer behind you. It was such a cool spot, and the stars were amazing. I've also camped down in Philly, right in the city, under bridges, like where the homeless people kind of live under the bridges. I'd roll down there, sleep out under there. I'd ride till I was like, I'd be like 27 hours into a ride, and I'd just pass out under a bridge in the bivvy, wake up, and then do another 200 miles, and then go home. I can't wants to do stuff. It's hard to go out with multiple people. I very rarely with anyone else. I do want to go, Skeeter. I camped there in winter with a buddy once, and there was native. I flew fat bikes. They have like wasn't Wiser, but they have snowmobile trails.
Snowmobiles?
So you could, once they get packed in, you could ride your bikes on them. And that's what we were doing.
I'm using a lure because I know the one person who fishes here a lot uses lures.
Mm-hmm. Can't catch enough, right?
I haven't seen him in a while.
He hasn't been fishing around here, but he's out there catching tanks as always. 10 people in, 8 thumbs up. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit thumbs up. Sunbury Dam boat ramp. Not off the top of my head. I feel like I either saw it or tried to go there. Yeah. Oh man, so sticky out here. I would love to get a nice channel out of here. I got to do more research. There's just no channels around us anymore. Really, everything's a big drive, and it's not worth the drive. Like you might get 1 or 2 tops. They just haven't stocked anywhere around me in 13 years. Is the most recent place I could find. I don't understand why they're not stocking channels. Everything's an hour drive for them. I know there's a few in here, but they're not really in the numbers. And when you catch them, they're all beat up. They look old, beat up. I don't know if they're reproducing. It's nice, even though it's hot and humid. It's a nice morning out here. We've been hanging out at the music festival around our house, so it's been late nights. I woke up probably about an hour ago. I'm usually up at like 4:30 taking care of our animals and chickens. I think my wife is taking care of most of that junk. I do have a pile of dishes I got to get to. Trophy husband work. Our chickens just started laying eggs, so finally they're not freeloading anymore. We got a white one, a brown one, and like a blue egg so far. We picked the breeds out, so we should get like rainbow eggs. We thought it'd be cool to sell them at the Folk Fest and have them music color, or have them like rainbow colored, but these guys slacked off. We always had X-links, and those guys are dropping eggs in like 3 months. These guys took like 6. But we looked them up to try to get some that lay heavily through the winter too. So hopefully we'll get a steady stream of eggs. We camp in our yard sometimes too. Many nights I'll spend in the hammock. When the bugs aren't bad, I'll sleep in the hammock. I'm kind of fortunate to have a nice spot where we live. Got like 3 acres and pretty quiet area. Come on, let's go fish. I don't have a ton amount of pack bait, but I will throw maybe 2 small balls of it out there. Try to chum up a little bit. And when you're nearing 50, this is just another chance to throw out your shoulder. Let's throw one more. Going to try something today, bulk. We brought some mealworms. We grow our own mealworms, and I'm going to pack some of this into the pack bait on the next cast. So it'll be pack bait with live mealworms. Let's see what that does. That's inspired by bulk. I'm going to tell you his recipe, which we're going to do sometime soon, for sure. Hey, Will, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Hope you guys are doing good. Probably just be up, an hour or two. Once the kids go back to school, it'll be 4 or 5 hour streams. But Kev wants to go out for a bike ride. So we're going to fish a little bit and then we're going to go mountain biking. I can't pass up a mountain bike ride. I'm thrilled that he's starting to get into it and can actually hang with me on some trails and stuff like that. We rode up here and actually right above that rock wall. We rode our bikes down that ridge last night. Did like 5-6 miles at a good pace. A lot of fun. It's a great way to stay in shape and get around these waterways. And I spy a lot of good fishing spots when I'm out riding. I'm always on the hunt. I've always got an eye on the water trying to figure out what to catch. Yeah, I haven't done your recipe yet, Bulk. I'm going to do it sometime. I'm going to definitely do it. I think it's money, man. I think it's money. Going to let it go 30 minutes, and that's going to be it. I'm going to rebait at 30 minutes with the mealworms. That picture is awesome. You mean like the view? Is that what you're talking? Clouds are kind of cool looking. They got that heavy look to them, but they're going to burst soon, I'm afraid. I appreciate the super chats because I'm going to use some of those soon to buy up a shelter. So in 2 weeks when I'm live all day, there's no excuse for bad weather. I'm going to set the shelter up and fish from that. That'll keep us going right through the winter. Might not catch nothing, but I'll be out there. Will be a mix of fishing and hunting. Take you guys. We'll do some hunting lives as well. Yeah, I wouldn't eat them, but if I had to, they're supposedly really healthy. I know some parts of the world eat them. I have eaten them, but only when you buy them at like a park or something, and they're in like this wrap of candy. It's like more of a novelty for the kids. And they like crickets and stuff like that. We've got our net set up. I have no idea where my kid got to. He disappeared. They're definitely feeding out there. I still see the bubbles. I don't know why they ain't coming over here yet, but they rent boats right next to us. It's like the highway between there. They rent them over here and they make a beeline for the main lake. Just watched Rays live. It was Florida, Georgia. It was blurry and pixelated to death. Yeah, probably good fishing then. So it's always the way it goes. You finally find the fish, you get on them, and you got no signal. Story of my life. You get a nice picture like this and nothing moves. Hey Dan, good morning to you. Enjoyed your short. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. We got pack bait out there. We also got some cut gills. We got pack bait, cut bluegill. Green rod I kept in because you're only allowed 3 rods, and as expected, my son has disappeared on me, so I don't want to get in trouble with anybody. Yeah, I've caught nothing. I've caught nothing in 22 minutes, as Stuart loves to point out. This was one of the closest places I could get to with a good chance of carp and a chance of a catfish. So with the weather coming in, figured I'd come up and fish till it starts raining, see what happens. The lower lake that I like better is just, it's a muddy mess. They've drained it and dredged it, and there's still some water in it, but it's stinky and disgusting. I'm going to correct that, Stuart. He's caught nothing yet. Nothing yet. Is Ray live right now? You can share Ray's live. Anybody wants to go see Ray? That's cool. He's an awesome member of our channel. He gave Kevin his GoPro, an old GoPro they weren't using, gave to Kevin. He's an awesome member. Oh, he ended it. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. And I move around a lot. Not to make excuses for myself, but we move around a lot. So I think we skunk a good bit, but I think we also discover some really good spots because of that. I don't know. It's hard to say, look at everyone, what they've caught, but I'm proud of our catches. We've got some real nice catches that I'm proud of. Boring to go set up at the same spot all the time.
Look at this lure I found.
Holy cow, show that thing off. That's a beaut. That's like brand new. Look at this.
Yeah, I know.
Kev just found that.
I thought someone broke up. I just saw it floating on its surface. Someone must have dropped it because there's like no line.
Yeah, that thing's like brand new.
It's a good
Sweet.
keeper.
Yeah. It's the best catch of the day right there.
Yeah. Too bad we don't. You need deep, deep water to fish this guy.
Yeah, he'll be snagging up.
The hill. It's almost the size of him.
A couple more minutes, like 6 minutes, I'm going to rebait. I'm going to put pack bait. I'm going to mix the mealworms in with the pack bait. What do you think? It's going to be a good idea.
They're probably going to crawl out, though.
Good. That's what I'm hoping. They crawl out and fish see it.
Yeah, like all the fish in here almost died.
Nice lure. That's right. Twice he ended it.
Like the hooks aren't bent, right?
True news.
Perfect.
I know.
You might gotta check this hook because there's a little tiny speck of rust right where the hooks meet.
Let's hit it with WD-40. There goes one of those cormorants out there.
Kamikaze. Yeah.
It's cool. Film doesn't do it justice, but those birds fly over and their wings are like just touching the water. It's pretty wild.
You're like, oh, there's a fish in the water. Pow, pow, pow. Take that.
I bet you could catch a fish under that bush.
With this lure?
But you have flies.
Yeah, I might probably tie a fly on.
Yeah, flies because the crappie could be in.
I cannot believe I found
That's awesome.
We can't catch anything. We gotta give this to Gray Buck. That's what we should do. If we can't catch anything on this, give it to Gray Buck.
He loves crankbaits.
Yeah, he's
I haven't had luck on crankbaits in a long time.
I never caught a fish on a crankbait.
There was a time when I was younger, I used to light them up on crankbaits. I don't know what happened.
The fish do not like.
Yeah, other people still catch them on crank. I guess it's just not. I just don't have confidence in it anymore.
I don't. They swim so good though. Like,
They look great. I think
Okay.
most of the stuff's all choked up, so you go like 10 feet and then you're dragging some type of algae with you.
Stewie, I'm putting on your lure.
Here we go. Here we go. Kev's putting on the Stewie box. This is the box of flies that Stuart sent to us to use, and reconnecting. There we go. I won't touched my phone and it says reconnecting.
I feel like Stuart hacked our phone almost.
Can you guys still see everything? Best flies ever. Okay. I guess it's still live.
Yeah, I guess it's still up.
Man, I forgot to eat breakfast.
Oh. Sucks.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Just got-
Hungry. You want
hungry.
some mealworms?
No thanks, I'm full.
I lost my appetite.
I lost my appetite. Let me try to get that a little more level. That looks good. 2 minutes and bring those carp rods in.
You got the catfish rods out or check?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that catfish rod out there.
Catfish aren't that active in the middle.
Yeah, let that soak. Let that one soak.
They move around a little bit, but they're not. Oh.
Demonetization. No matter where I go. Good Lord, man, I tell you. So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to look up this music and then tag it in the description. Like, who comes to the lake and blasts music like that? What's wrong with people?
That's the people who work here.
Yeah, but still, like, no one's here to listen to that crap. Yeah, we went down to 2 people. I don't know if we lost signal there and that caused it or what. Oh, maybe they're coming back. Maybe it's running ads. What the heck?
Just talk very fast and loud. So
I'm not going to be able to talk for an hour and a half. It's ridiculous. I'm complaining because when they play music, then YouTube demonetizes the video, and it's like you're out here for nothing, you know? It happens almost every day where I fish. I'm constantly trying to get away from music.
That's why we like fishing for brook trout and wood fish.
Yep. Yep. Go down the creeks where the people can't get to. The people can't pull up to and put their stereo on the bank.
Like middle of the winter, bam, we're out.
Yeah, that's why I love winter fishing too. No one else around. Fish church, let's go.
Okay. You said I can catch a fish under that tree, right?
Yep. I've got faith in you.
How much
Hey,
line should I
Lisa
hang
J.
out?
Stocks, welcome in. Lisa is a longtime sub. I met Lisa through Nora, the Explorer. Yeah. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well.
You said right under this tree, right?
Yep, right out on the edge of it. No. Trying to catch some carp and catfish this morning before the rain comes. Supposed to get 3 inches of rain today. Got a big cold front coming through. Big storms and floods. So we'll see if they want to bite. Buying Space, good morning. Buying Space says, good morning, little Finn.
Morning.
He says good morning. He's over the side. Yeah.
Well, that was a bigger fish.
Music does. I just don't get it. Like it's getting worse and worse. I guess it's like a generational thing. Like they just have to have the music blaring. Like they want that kayaker over there to like hear their music. Why?
Oh, I'm blasting music so he can hear it and everyone around me.
Do you really think they're enjoying your music? They're not.
At least we aren't.
Oh, I'll play my own music I want to hear.
I like the rock and roll.
Don't get me wrong, I like all types of music, but I want to be in charge of the music that I hear.
As soon as it hit the water.
Kev's got one on.
That's a bigger sized one. Want him for bait?
You can show them off. If you want to keep them for flatties, I'd say nah, we can catch a ton of sunnies. If you catch a perch or something, maybe keep that. I don't want to move the phone. Last time we moved it, we lost signal.
Yeah.
Little bluegill, get him back. He jumped right out of the water.
I know.
Metallica, Rage Against the Machine. I can listen. I mean, I was into the whole grunge thing in the 90s. I like country as well. I mean, I pretty much like everything. I either like the song or I don't. It doesn't really matter what kind of music it is. I like me some 90s rap, roller skate music, roller rink music. I like some of that. The guilty pleasure. Always good times. Brings back great memories. Can't get the name up. I wasn't a huge Rage Against the Machine guy. I would never sit down and listen to the whole album, but they come on and I won't turn it off either. I heard them speak once and they were pretty dumb. It just turned me off. Just real ignorant.
That must be like a baby active bullhead in there. Keeps trying to drag me under a rock.
Trying to drag you under a rock? Beat you up? Yeah, now you're speaking my language, Stuart.
Stuart speaking your language?
Yeah, Nirvana.
Nirvana. No, Nirvana.
They had WDRE. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that station, but they used to have like, I think it was like Under the Covers or something. They would have,
Oh, yeah.
you know nothing. You weren't even born, dude. And they would have these artists on, and they used to play, like they would have Kurt on, and whoever the artist was for that week, he was on the entire night, and they would interview him in between songs.
That's a bigger sunfish.
And I love to listen to his looks on life, politics. He's just a super genuine dude.
For bait, he's bigger.
He's not big enough for what I want to catch. You can throw him back.
Can you see that?
Holy Lord.
Carp.
Yep, get out of my way, boy. I got a carp to catch. Big carp just jumped out there. We're going to get some action here soon. Sabotage spirit, exactly. Dang, I don't know to recast or not. That's pretty much right where I am.
I'll recast a part of you.
But you could be sabotaging me. I don't know. I feel like I'm right where that fish is. I don't know to recast it or not. The one jumping's probably not eating anyway, but I know he's got friends out there. See the bubbles? They are getting closer.
Just reach back.
Kev's slaying the panfish over here. Got another one on. Swallowed the fly.
It's not that deep.
I have the forceps here, if you want them.
Yeah, I can get it out with them.
You should just clip them onto your shirt when you got them with you. Alright, I guess I'll rebait. I want to put the mealworms in the mix.
Okay. Nice sunfish. Oh, Stuart, you're gonna have to build these. Let me show you what fly I'm using.
He's tying up 1,000 of those mop flies. I gotta pay him today. I gotta get him to PayPal and send him some money for it.
That little bobber, and then that one fly with the half beetle on top and some of the hair and the yellow black tail. So what I want is these hairs fall out very quickly from catching a fish. If you could, just get a tiny bit of cement and cement those hairs in. No other way to do it. Cement those hairs.
Alright. Got some mealworms. Throw them right into the mix here. Ever seen a carp fisherman do that? You see that little mealworm popping out?
Perfecto. Look, there's a carp right there. See him bubbling? Right where the algae is. Right.
The algae?
Right in there. Bubble.
I see a whole bunch out here though. I'm gonna go with the pod. Right on him.
Right on him, Dad. Yeah, that was carp.
Right on the head. There's a nice pod out there. Got another mealworms in this one too. Add a couple more. Hey, buddy.
You want to come with me?
You want to go for a ride?
They get in the car and now they're like, oh, roller coaster, yeah.
Free roller coaster ride. Never known you to be afraid of a snapping turtle. All right, got a good feeling now. Each time you cast these pack baits out, you're leaving a nice little pile of bait here. So we've got some good bait or chum in the water. So hopefully we'll see some action soon. Glad you're feeling better, buddy. Cracked ribs are no joke. I've had them several times. They are not fun. Did you show Stuart the fly? He was asking to see the fly.
That I tied on?
Probably the one you were going on about. Yep. Is it that one?
Yeah, I showed him.
Okay.
I showed it as best as I could.
Flogging mollies, yes. There's a duck family. Let's see if they come over here.
You want ducky?
Mm. There's a lot of carp out there. They're spread out. I'm looking over where the ducks are, and they're bubbling there too. Just gonna take some time to get them where the hooks are. That's all.
With the hooks.
The hooks are back.
Jinx.
Hey, Dave. Hope you're having a good day. What's the weather like down by you? I think you're in Virginia. My backyard is slowly looking more and more like Dave's. Kev's got another little fish on over there. We can see it from there. You can just let it go. They can zoom in on you probably if they want to. Another bluegill, unless you get something different.
We don't have the fake worms up there, do we?
You should. I think they're in this bag. 90s and storms coming. Yeah, we have mid-80s and storms coming. We're supposed to get 2 to 3 inches today. So we tried to get up early after being up till about 3 in the morning. Tried to get up early and get out here.
Because we might go mountain biking in the storm.
Yeah, as soon as it starts raining. Well, if it doesn't rain, we're going to do some trails. But it's probably going to be pouring, and we'll go down the old rail trail in the pouring rain and have some fun. When it's 80 and humid, it might as well be pouring rain. It's more comfortable than if it was mid-80s humid and not raining, to be honest with you. But we're gonna be a muddy mess.
Okay, Stuart, I'm sorry, but I had to put a fake.
Oh, Stuart, look what he's doing to your flies. Don't look. Oh no. Stuart's gonna be traumatized.
But the fish can see it and say, cement would work.
Nice. Yeah, Dave's another long-time sub. He has like a, I don't know if he'd call it permaculture. That's what it reminds me of. It's kind of how I try to garden, but I'm not at his level. He's got a lot of fruit trees and has a whole little ecosystem going on in his yard. Really cool. And then he's got a little wood shop. He'll carve out wooden spoons and really cool stuff. I enjoy popping in there. He's got the bird bath camera. See who shows up at the bird bath. Kev's just playing with a fish apparently off camera.
It's a baby bass.
Baby bass. Baby largemouth, they just call it.
I was bringing him up, like I was lifting it in. I was bringing it up. He was holding in and he jumped out of the water so far.
Bulk thanks for dropping Stewie's link. Hey Amanda, good morning. Stuart, we don't follow anyone's rules, man. You know how we are. We'll throw a big night crawler right on top of one of these flies just to see the Orvis guys get all nerded up and upset. Hey, duckies. The duckies are coming.
Good news for Stuart is that everything that you put on his flies does not look right. So you kind of have to use them normally. Or you top it off with a night crawler.
Yep.
You top it off with a night crawler and make sure you hide that whole fly in that night crawler.
I mean, lots of people use regular hooks and put worms on it and bait. So it's just a time saver. You throw the fly on, When you lose the bait, you can still use it as a fly, but I don't know. Maybe we invented that.
Just like we invented the mouse tails on the
Yeah, the mouse tails. It sounds dumb usually. Just we use the mouse tails, which is a little, looks like a power egg with a tail, but we tear the head off and just use the tail. And then they came out with the power trout worms, which are basically that, but they don't work as good. I don't know why. They just don't work as good. So we continue to tear the heads off of these mouse tails and use the tails. Kev, buying spaces. I thought swimming with the dolphins was expensive. Then I went swimming with sharks and it cost me an arm and a leg. I like that. That's awesome. PA Outdoors Couples, welcome in. Thanks for finding me. I think I connected to you guys a few days ago. If you're the group, I think you are upstate. You're probably not far from Skeeter, actually. If you're the couple, I believe you are. We were talking about fishing Creek and stuff. Glad you found one of our lives. We're down in southeastern Pennsylvania. We're in Green Lane Reservoir. It's a boat rental place. I don't mind blowing out this place. They could use the business. All right, Dave. Have a great day. Thanks for coming in here. All righty. These rods should go down. We have a good pod of carp. We've got a bit of bait out there, and they have the carp have moved in. We're watching the bubbles. Oh, there we go. Rod right here, guys. Speaking of, the rod right on the left just went. Let's see. I'm just going to tighten it up a little bit. I don't want to. Yeah. Yep. I don't want to move that pack with that hook to lay right on top of the pack bait that's laying on the bottom. So they're definitely there. Just as I was saying, they're definitely there. Just have to wait for them to take it down. We use kind of like a half circle hook here, so there's no setting the hook with these guys. They're going to set it themselves. Hey, Gene, yellow shirt dad. What is going on? Welcome in here. Dad jokes are welcome here, exactly. You're joking around and Gene comes in. That's what Gene does on his channel. He always has the joke of the day.
So much baby bass in here.
That's a good sign.
There has to be a big bass somewhere.
Yeah, Mom caught that big 4-pounder out of here. Yeah, I'm just barely awake myself. I woke up, I was up till like 3. Big music fest going on in my yard. Woke up at like 3. I went to bed at 3, I don't remember. I was up in the back porch because something was trying to get in with the chickens. And I was out there. Yeah, 2 baby raccoons were out there.
The same ones that...
Probably. The mom saw the other day. Probably.
Mom's like, oh, look at those cute babies. I'm like, they're going to eat our chickens.
Yeah, those cute little babies are going to knock out the flock.
Because you left like one slot open.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there's always a weakness. There's always a weak spot in the line. Got to constantly look where they're digging. And I'm trying to think of this joke I heard, Gene, the other day. It's a chicken joke. It was real simple, too.
It's so simple.
Oh, I know. Why are chickens funny?
I don't know why.
Because.
Because they are.
Because. Well, there's a carp in close. See the bubbles?
No.
Right next to the catfish line.
Which one's the cat? Oh, yeah, right there.
Yeah.
That's where I said they were.
All right, buying space. Hope it wasn't my joke that scared you away.
Steeler?
Stuart's got the song.
I got my rod and I got my bait. All I'm gonna do is sit and wait for the big fish to come my way.
The middle rod just had a little duck hit. And the duck swam over, and which means the carp are laying there eating around it. If you get a little wobble like that on the line when something passes over, it usually means they're nearby, and then it kind of scared them for a second, and their tail hits it.
So for the pack bait, Dad, you can mix all of that in with the pack bait if you want.
Okay. Hold on, I got this dot on my screen. There we go. What kind of music should you listen to while fishing?
The fishy music.
We don't know. We're gonna.
Oh, the bed's blowing away.
Oh, the fish keeps jumping. That's a half decent fish out there.
Half decent.
Mm-hmm.
I like decent on half.
Let's see what he says. Something catchy. Ah, that's a good one.
I got my rod and I got my bait.
Stuart wants to change your name to Clyde.
Why?
It's the orangutan from a movie, Clint Eastwood movie. Middle rod's gone. Here we go. Come on, take it down. Take it down. Can't take two skunks in a row. My self-esteem's not strong enough to withstand two skunks in a row. That's all right. We'll have these periods where the fish just aren't really biting. We can't find them. And we just keep moving around like this, and then we'll find them, and then we'll be on them for a good solid week or so. You never know when you're going to actually locate them. Like, there's definitely a good pod right here. So then it's, whether they're just not feeding because of the weather or what. It's always a tough decision whether when you know they're in here, if you think it's the weather, you come back and get skunked 2 days in a row then? Or do you just cut your losses and go somewhere else? It's tricky. 11 people, 17 thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping in. Everyone knows that answer, Stewie.
Stuart, can you explain why I'm missing so many fish on your flies?
Stuart?
Oh, the hook's not that sharp.
Stuart?
It's sharp enough to hook.
Do you have a complaint department? Kevin is lodging a complaint. He suddenly hasn't caught a fish on your fly in a couple minutes, and he's now critiquing the sharpness of your hook. Now, of course, he's probably been laying with all the lead weights bouncing around in the tackle box, but blah, blah, blah. They went across the pond. They clips after they seem to stop biting. They might be across there. I do see the bubbles. They're still feeding out there.
They are?
Or they're snorkeling. I don't know. I see bubbles.
Or they're snorkeling.
It will be nicer to have the 4 or 5 hour windows to fish soon. Sometimes it does take a good hour or two with carp and cats to get them in. Sometimes you get lucky, you get on them right away, but a couple hours you can usually bring them in if they're in the area. And plus we'll be able to, pre-bait areas and be able to hit a spot with some corn and come back the next day and hit them. It'll be a little more regular without the children in the picture. A little hard to plan. Hey, there's another member. Paul, welcome in. P&B Catfishing. Just up at the reservoir waiting for a big storm to come in. We figured we'd pop up. I didn't think we'd make it this long, to be honest with you. We're supposed to get 2 to 3 inches of rain soon. Big cold front coming through. I was hoping the fish would be biting with the cold front coming, but not yet, not yet. This is basically our normal recipe, but without the strawberry jello in the recipe, and we put in the vanilla and anise and peanut butter instead. But I like the jello. Definitely like the jello in the recipe.
There's so much baby bass.
That looks like a fat baby bass.
Oh yeah, he's real fat.
Morning, sunflowers. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, nice breeze now. That breeze feels good.
Oh yes, it does, Dad. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I want to sing goodbye, Dad. One more
Read my comment. Let's go find Sue. What's a complaint department? I have a compliments department.
compliments.
I have a complaint department. It looks a lot like a trash can, though. Oh, center rod just got knocked. Come on. Come on.
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy,
Your
fishy.
eyes on that rod right there.
Guys, gotta do a call.
Gray herring on the rock wall, flying by the rock wall on the other side of the lake. Very cool. I see one of these rods bend over here. I need a good takedown. It's been a couple days. Need a good takedown. Tuesday night we'll be down in the city. Weather looks good. Today and tomorrow look rough. But we should have some fresh water in the river. As long as it's not over the banks. I think Tuesday night's going to be prime. Yep, it's true. If he's complaining, now those hooks were sharp, Stuart. Once it gets into his possession, they're no longer sharp. I went in my catfish bin. I had all my big, expensive 8/0 hooks. He had it right in there with like 1 ounce leads. Come on, it's rocking. It's rocking. Look at that. Look at that go. Come on. It's going to go. It's going to go. Dang. The top of that rod was just... Come on. Hopefully we are close to a takedown here. Yeah, Tuesday looks like the break, so sometimes the fishing stinks right after a front like that, but with the cats, I think they're going to respond to the rising water, and they should be on fire. That seems to be the trend I've noticed down in the city the last couple of years. Another baby bass. I guess the hooks are sharp enough.
No, they ain't even piercing.
Stuart said he doesn't have a complaint department. Today I'll try not to knock the phone over when we finally do get a takedown. I'll do my best to not trip over my own camera. Kev's got a little one over there. Always the way, Skeeter. Nice, nice. Bear with me, guys. Just doing something here behind the camera.
This is the most baby bass and bass I ever caught in a day. You see how much I'm catching?
Yeah, with the flatties, we fish live bait, and we need bigger sunfish for that, which is fine. Last week, we did really good on getting bit all through the night, and I think it was because we had such a diversity of fish. We had rock bass, white perch, sunfish, fall fish,
Is what caught the bass.
bullheads. So we're going to take that same approach. Sunfish are pretty much the easiest things for us to catch. Hey, Fishing with Odad, welcome in. There's another great channel right there. Good morning to you. Out on the local reservoir, seeing if we can get a carp or a catfish before the storms come. Kev's off in the corner here, just tearing up the baby bass on the flies, Stewart's flies, under a bobber on the spinning rod. If you've got kids and you need to try to catch them fish, a fly under a bobber and a spinning setup will catch fish all day long. Sometimes you get surprised by a bigger fish too. He's got, it's actually less than 2 pound line on there, so it's fun to catch those little ones on that setup. I think Stewart accidentally blocked your comment or hid your comment or something. I think you said awesome. Stewart has a fat finger sometimes. maybe he spilled his monster drink on the screen and it locked you out or something. The buttons are so weird on YouTube. You go to hit the thumbs up and like the next thing down is like lock out the user, and the thing next to that is like timeout. and your finger is so big that it covers all 3 of the options. It's such a poor design. Venison sausage fingers. Yeah, the best is when somebody gives you a donation and you try to give them a thumbs up and you accidentally lock them out. That's always a fun thing to do. Oh man, I thought for sure we'd get on one of those carp by now. Got like a medium weight bass rod here. I'm kind of tempted to throw a size 6 hook on that or a size 4 hook and load it up with sweet corn. There we go, center rod. Come on. Just have to be patient. It's going to go. It's going to go. It's right there. Once the pack bait's all eaten, the hair rigs have fake corn on it, so they should float a little bit above the bottom, and they're harder to be stripped. It'll take a harder hit than that for them to strip off. So I'm pretty confident that's sitting out there with bait on the line. I'm glad you're connecting around, Skeeter. That's awesome. A bunch of good people in here. Yellow shirt, no dad. Yeah. Someday, I still, like, my goal is to have a live where I'm live in Philly with Boxcar Jerry, because we got the trains all over there, and Yellow Shirt Dad telling jokes. Someday we're going to pull this thing together. It'd be an epic live. especially like 3 in the morning when where dad jokes has us all rolling because we're too tired to think straight. Joan, welcome in. Can't remember if I said welcome or not. I just read your comment, but I don't know if I read it out loud. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, we gotta do it. This Tuesday I'm booked up with Mission, but we'll make it happen soon. We'll make it happen soon.
We're all out of mealworms.
I can do I could do a StreamYard. I don't know if you prefer StreamYard. I haven't done that share thing yet. There seems to be like a share option where you can split the screen. Center rod, look at it. Look at it go. Come on. It's been getting knocked constantly the last couple minutes.
Center rod. Which one is
The
that?
ones that are out. Second one from the left.
Second from the left.
Use StreamYard. Okay. Awesome. We could do a StreamYard for sure. I very rarely use it.
The last phone took the battery away.
Yeah, it would kill my last phone. It would kill I usually can get 3 hours right off my phone. Be like an hour and a half tops on StreamYard. We just kill it. But now I've got a new phone and the ports all work. And last time we were live for like 4 hours and I had the external battery on and it was still 100%. So it's like a game changer. I can do more of this stuff now. Once the kids go back to school, we'll have to shift the flatties to either a Friday or Saturday night. So it'll probably be a Friday or Saturday night. If those nights work for you, I can start looking for some dates. Cool. Yeah, it's a lot to learn, that's for sure. Best thing to do is just go live, man. Just woo, another one jumped out there. You learn so much more just by doing it. Everyone's used to it. We see fails all the time. You set it up, something goes wrong, it shuts down. It's not a big deal. Even if you do everything right, sometimes you lose signal and you can't get the stream back. You just have to end it. It stinks, but you just roll with it. Usually when you get a good thumbnail, you get everything set up, you've got it out there for like a week for everybody to see it, and you pop up and then you have to cancel the live and start a new one because something went wrong. But when I'm live, I try to communicate any of those issues that we run into, which we do because we travel a lot, especially up your way, Skeeter. You probably run into it a lot too with signals. If you have a community page, that's kind of where I communicate with everybody. Like if I drop the signal and I can't get back on for some reason, or whatever the case is, I'll put the update on the community page. Like, I'm going to go live again. Battery died, recharging, then I'm going to go live, just so they know what's going on. Or if you're like, you know what, I'm bailing, weather's bad, phone won't work, signals work, see you guys tomorrow. That's kind of what I do there. I have not fished the Delaware lately at all. I desperately want to fish the Delaware and learn the Delaware. I met in Boy Scouts when I was tiny, Cub Scouts or whatever. We used to camp out there on that island, and it was like Treasure Island.
Find any cool stuff?
Nah, nothing.
Treasure Island.
It was like,
Find anything?
the island was so small and you're like stuck on this little island. You'd walk like 20 feet to the left, you'd see the river. And you're just like stuck on this little land for a week. Kind of got a little claustrophobic. All right, got little Finn's link. We're gonna try to get Kev up to 50 so we can get him live. And you'll see us both go live sometimes together. 2 different views for sure. Still don't know how I'm going to do that. I got to read up on that other option besides StreamYard. I don't know what the advantages are. Like if you're both monetized, like does the other person get full credit like they're live too if you do that collaboration? Won't matter for Kev because he ain't going to be monetized anytime soon. We want to build his channel up nice and slow so that when he can be monetized, he's got like a good core group of folks who are into his specific content. You don't want to grow too fast. How it works is like when you go live or you do a video, um, this might not be exactly right, but it's close. YouTube's algorithm will send your video out to those who have turned notifications on, or is, you know, the first wave. And then it kind of goes out based on what people have watched, and it recommends your video, right? So if, say, you don't get at least 3 of those people to watch more than 15 seconds and give you a thumbs up, the algorithm kind of dies and it doesn't recommend it to like the next wave of people. So just think about if you you know, you go out there and you meet other people and you're like, hey, if you subscribe to my channel, I'll subscribe to yours. So then they do that, and then your video shows up on their screen, but they don't watch it. And the next 10 people are in the same boat because they don't really, you know, they don't really care. They don't really want to see it that bad. It just dies off. So there's a thing to be said for growing slow and steady. Awesome, Skeeter. I am not. My pops is, but I appreciate your service. Thank you very much. I raced mountain bikes for years, and I would tell people, like, I was only afraid of 2 people racing. The one is the type of person that shows up, doesn't have the right gear, and has like a t-shirt on. That dude usually wanted it more than anyone else. Or veterans. Because they can suffer. They would just take it to the level, and that's what you need to be successful. And we'd see these, you know, chunky middle-aged dudes with like the army, the kit on, and you knew like if you had a bad day, they were going to be on your wheel and not let you go.
Come on, eat the pack.
He's in pretty close. Maybe I'm out too far.
Probably.
You know, I'm going to move that over.
Yeah, that's
The
fine.
one middle one I'll leave. This one I'm going to move over there.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good, Pat.
That's what the pack bait looks like. It holds to this method feeder. If anyone hasn't seen this method, hook comes down like this, hair rig, corn floats off the back. Stick that in like that, pack it all up, and it sits on the bottom like this.
What do you think I should put on for bait? We got a mealworms.
Rubber worm, life color.
What color?
The one that looks real, lifelike. Okay, cool. Thanks, Stuart.
Thanks, Stewie.
Yes, we need a carp to bite.
Come on, Carp, your money to us.
Miss Joan was brought up in UK forces. Awesome. It's been a long ride, trust me. Oh, I bet, man. I can imagine. I can imagine. One of our If anyone's on Fish Brain, can't catch enough. It's another combat vet that we hang out with once in a while. We usually chase him down in Walmart's aisles and talk to him, but he spends a lot of time just chilling out fishing all day with his dog.
You
Just
saw him probably.
uncompresses or.
You saw him probably like 5 times, not even trying to meet up with him.
Yeah, yeah. It's one of those dudes that we share all the info with. Like, we don't hide spots at all, and he gives us spots. It's very cool. Lisa, it's so cloudy and gloomy. Not sure what storm remnants we're getting up north right now. I forget exactly where you are, Lisa. We're in Pennsylvania. We're supposed to get like 2 to 3 inches of rain. It's supposed to be starting any time now, so we're just trying to squeeze in. Hopefully catch a fish before it starts.
The sun just came out.
Eastern Pennsylvania, nasty storm coming in. Yeah, sometimes that sun pops up. It just brings the weather even quicker, though. Have you fished the Delaware Canal lately? No, I have not. Are you up that way? I didn't think you were.
Who said that?
Fishing with Odad. Is that where we fished that one? Remember that canal we stopped at and we saw that huge muskie? We had it on like a fly or something. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
We saw this big wake, so we casted like a fly or something. I mean, it was like a 4 or 5 foot muskie came out and slammed it and just broke us off. I was like, oh my gosh. It was one of those times we were so devastated. I think we just packed up and went home. Just ruined their day.
Wasn't that on like a roach light too?
Yeah. Had 0 chance of landing that thing.
Bam!
18 thumbs up. Appreciate you guys.
Why don't you throw bulk out?
Well, because you keep roaming off, so if you want to put a fish on it, you can throw that out.
Well, just keep that in.
Yeah, that way you can do whatever you want. I don't have to explain to a park ranger. Explain the rule book to him again. This is where I had to explain the rule book to him before. Because they're rangers, they're not the fishing folks, so they don't know the fishing rules per se. They know basically some of them. So I got into a discussion with one time here. Their definition was that you have to be in control of your rods. I was like, well, you're allowed 3 rods. Like, in control of them is within range of them. Their interpretation, I guess, was that you have to hold 3 rods in your hand. I was like, yeah, it was an asinine idea. So they said, you want to wait here while I get the police in and we can discuss it? I was like, not really. I know I'm in the right, but I don't need to be discussing this with the DCNR today. And then have you looking over your shoulder nasty at me the rest of the day. I was like, I'm just going to go somewhere else. 19 likes. I got 20 on my side now. The beer song. Jerry still has not commented on my beer short. And you guys know I very rarely put anything with alcohol or cigarettes or anything like that on my channel, but I'm a huge Todd Snyder fan. And that was a Todd Snyder song, and it came up in Jerry's live. We were talking about it. And I couldn't believe he didn't know that song. I almost feel like the humidity's dropping and the temp's dropping. But that could be, if there's cold air up aloft, that could be what's going to cause the storms. It starts dropping down into the hot layer and you get some stuff. Fort Polo there. Oh, I don't know. We only have the 3 in right now. That green rod on the end is not in yet. He's got another one on over there. As far as I know, it's 3. I don't know if they're changing it to 4. 3's plenty. What do you got? Nice. Anything more than 3 starts getting stressful for me. You know, perfect example, I was fishing with Nolan last Tuesday down Mission Discover, and we had, oh, there's center rod. Hit and a miss. That's a brand new rig too. I know it's sharp. It could be small ones in here too that are more likely to miss it. We'll get him. He'll come back for it. We'll give that about 10 minutes and then I'll check to make sure he didn't strip it. So hour 30 in, we'll check that. Yeah, last Tuesday we were down fishing for cats and we had, when I caught my 34 pounder, Nolan caught like a 5 or 6 pounder at the same time, and then 2 more rods went down. So we had 4 rods down at one time. And even with 3 people, it was just chaos. And that's the way it always seems here. When you catch one, you catch multiples. Keep an eye on that rod right there. I had a good hit on it. Speaking of the Delaware River, look who just came in. We got Axel Rose over here. Welcome in, Chris. Bogley keeping it real. That's another awesome channel right there. Another local to us. Oh, I feel like it's going to start raining any second. You getting the rain up there, Chris? Kev's out there just slaying little fish with his fly under a bobber. There's a bald eagle over there, guys. Landing. He's going down in the water. All the way on the other tree line. You see him there? Raining off and on. Yeah, it's going to start anytime now. We just landed in that tree over there. Somewhere around there. Can't see it on the screen, but hopefully you can. See his little white head and white butt sticking out. Nice. Yeah, I'm sure you and Bogley could talk about spots, and you know exactly where you're talking about. He gets around that Delaware pretty well. All right, Bulk, have a good sleep, buddy. Thanks for coming in here. The green rod over here, if you ever watch us catfishing, we always have that out. That's the Bulkinator. It was gifted to us by Bulk. If we ever catch that 60 pounder, that's the rod you better bite, because we're not getting them in on the other ones. That 34 pounder maxed out the 30-pound line the other night. that was a struggle to get him in. Where we fish, there's like, oh, Kev's on another one over there. Where we fish, there's like a ledge, and you got to let that. Up to you. We got all day tomorrow to catch bait. You can let them go. Raised around Philly. Gotcha. Yeah, Skeeter's probably not that far from you, just west, I guess. Bald eagle's just flying back above the rock wall now. Heading to the right side of the screen. It always fascinates me how many people say they've never seen a bald eagle. Like, I've had conversations with people in this park about him. It's like he's literally lives here. That eagle's got a nest on this ridge. You see him out there every day. Can hear a baby crying up on this trail, and I know that spot. They're at least miles from the car, any direction. That's rough. Hey, river rat, what is going on? There's a cat fisherman for you right there. He catches some hogs. Dam still hanging out. Yes. Gotta get dam up to 50 as well. Yeah, bald eagle, man. Them things are back like crows around here now. About to rain here in Michigan. Skeeter, we have a cool video. I gotta remember which video it's on. Um, we shot a catch and cook, and then I threw out probably like 12 scraps of trout and put my GoPro on them, expecting like a vulture to come down or a raccoon. And no kidding, like 5 minutes, a bald eagle comes in, like full screen, right in front of us, 5 feet from the camera.
That thing was probably sitting in a tree watching you
Yep,
from there.
and sat there and ate them all on camera. It was awesome. You remember what video that was called?
Oh no.
It was a trout catch and cook. I know that. I think the thumbnail's the eagle. I'd be stupid if I didn't do eagle on thumbnail. But sometimes, so who knows? I probably should have just cut that 2 minutes off and put that on there and it would have gone viral. But you never know. The stuff that goes viral is so dumb. Catch like a sunfish and it gets 20,000 views. Catch a 50-inch muskie and it gets 11 views. You never know. Yeah, we've got a good group of channels in here. Definitely got a lot of locals today. We got a lot of local ties to the area in the chat right now, which is cool. The verticals, I mean, I was vertical yesterday. We had people around the world. We had Austria, Australia, Kenya, Scotland. Man, all over the place they were coming in. India. Right. That musk I even turned into a short and still got like, a couple hundred views. I don't know what it is about sunfish. I could do sunfish shorts all day long and they all get like 10,000 views. It's crazy. PA is the place to be. Some parts of PA are. Some parts. It's people give it a bad rap here, but right here, guys. Right here. Come on. Just aren't committing. It just kind of happen. Thinking about a trip to fish my old haunt sometimes. Man, I've got a creek that I want to fish so bad. And I grew up walking from my house to fish this thing. I don't even know if it's there. And it was really not much more than like drainage from these homes. But man, that's kind of where I fell in love with fishing. Walking down there after school and catching just buckets of huge sunfish. They were so big in there. That's where I first started like seeing some of the micros, and I always wondered what they were. I thought they were like baby trout, and I was pretty dumb. But crying. I thought, what the hell? I think it's a note on it. Oh man. Indian. Poor parents. They've got it floored and it's moving like I can walk faster. I gotta come all the way back to the dock.
Playing them.
Gotta fish Tennessee River. Oh, you just dropped the eagle video. Sweet. Very cool. Yeah, fishing where the eagle, when you fish where the herring are, you're in the right spot.
Oh god, I saw the snapper turtle.
Kev's over there. He's still catching fish, but he just spotted a snapper. He's running.
Dad,
Yeah,
want to keep this guy for me?
it's up to you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm keeping him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never fish for blues. Never fish for blues. Here's the cormorant. Yeah, lots of blues in Tennessee. Yeah, I know Ed and Jeff won them the river. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Kev's got Kev's got one piece of bait there, one big chunky sunfish. You'll see him again Tuesday night on a big circle hook. Let's go fishing. They said it would be fun. Oh my gosh. This kid's losing his mind on this boat.
So there were bubbles and so, like stick wasn't there, and I thought it was like a big log or something. And then I have a fish on. I tossed it towards his head, and he went under. I'm like, oh crap! I'm done. And that was probably a 40-pound.
Big snapper.
Big snapper.
Get the blues all the time. Yeah, yeah. We all get the blues. And just not the blues we want. We got the happy camper that's going to be coming behind the boat soon. Babies. Crying is like echoing. Oh my goodness. Oh man. I'm going to recast this rod, but I'm going to wait till this boat passes. Oh, there's another crying baby. It is not a day for the babies out here. The babies are not happy. Why are there so many babies out here? I'm confused. Boy, this boat's hardly moving. No wonder why he's crying. I'd be crying too. I'm going to recast. I can't wait. Kind of going into a slight headwind, but they're hardly making. You know, I'd love to catch Kev down at the lower lake, get on those gold shiners again. Yeah. How many time we caught him? Remember I caught like 3 in that week and then never caught him again?
Yeah, because that guy was using them for bait.
Yeah.
Must have saw like a big bass.
Gold shiners would be great bait for cats, I think. I'm going to recast the catfish rod over by that algae. Even though it's shallow, it's a lot of cover. Might be one in there. See if that does anything here.
I need the blue wire.
Hey, Chip, welcome in. We're at a new spot today, closer to home. We've got bad weather coming. So we'll see, giving it a shot. We've had a lot of carp around. We had one big hit, but it didn't take the rod down. So we'll see. How far are you from Ed Evans? Well, I think we actually live close together, but we both fish about an hour away when we're going catfishing. We both go down to the city. He's just further down in the, I believe he fishes the tidal, and we usually fish just above the big dam down there, so it's not tidal. It's easier bank fishing. I don't know any good spots to get to.
On boat. Except that island on the other side.
Yeah. How's your Sunday going? Sounds like a Johnny Cash song. Oh boy. You checked the stand today, see if you made any money?
No.
No. A lot of people will be packing out today. We might make a few more bucks with people leaving. Might pick up some stuff on the way home. Set a little stand up for the music festival. Just selling some waters and Mountain Dews.
Goodies.
And goodies. We make more money on like tips than anything. Like the dude that was like, mind if I park here for a minute? It's like, sure. Dropped the $20 on us. I was like, sweet.
He put an eggplant in her.
Yeah. One dude was like, mind if I store my eggplant in your refrigerator? Like, sure. It was like the most miscellaneous thing, eggplant. Probably had something stashed in that eggplant. I don't know. We got 15 people in here, 22 thumbs up. Hopefully we'll get you a fish. Hopefully we'll get you a fish. We've had some action, just no takedowns. Kev's ripping in the wheels, but we're here to catch cats and carp. He is starting, he's got a cooler over here. He's starting to get bait ready for, I'll try to get the thumb out soon for that. It'll be on a live and light the rods up. We're gonna go all in on this one. We did last just on Nolan's channel. We had a good big mix of bait out there. And I think the big mix of bait kind of is what gave us a good steady night. It wasn't like that first hour and then a 3-hour lull. It was, constant action. Yeah, a lot of us know each other, so but if you want your link drops, you might be newer. There's a few newer ones in. Just let Stuart know. He's offered to drop your link. Appreciate that, Stuart. Are you going to go live later today, Stuart? I don't know if you have a link set up and you can drop it in chat if you are. Congratulations. Cast it. I was going to say, I'd cast them right back out, so you can get a largemouth. Come on, we want to get at least one carp for you guys. After tea. After tea. All right, so keep an eye out. Stuart's going to go live sometime after tea, whenever that is. I didn't know you guys did tea time over there too. Used to have, like everyone used to have a wrench, and I cut it back so that we can keep better control of everything. Once you get to a certain size, everybody has a wrench, it becomes a problem. There goes that comber on again. He's probably catching more fish than we are. That's 3 in the bucket.
What?
Is that 3?
That's 3.
I think catfishing would be tough to go out and catch my own bait. Kev usually catches everything we need. I just have to make sure they stay alive and run the aerators and move the buckets and coolers around. Hey, Chip, I appreciate that. $2 super chat from Chip. Thank you very much. $2 from Chip. Isn't that awesome? Kev's yelling out, thank you very much. Don't be scared, share the live. I appreciate you guys coming in here. I can't wait to get on regularly. That's one thing I've wanted to do for a long time. But I'm like family first, so my family's a little chaotic, like I think most are. Once at 10 o'clock every day, unless somebody's sick or something like that. And even so, we'll probably still go live and find something to do around the house. We got a lot of stuff to cook. We have all the venison things. So I can always go live, and we can make sausage. I know Stuart wanted of Hurricane Debbie or whatever it was, and we were running on our generator at the time. You do good. You would do good. You already have a channel. You already have videos. You already have your fans. I think everybody gets scared to do it, and if I can do it, anyone can do it, because I am the most I wouldn't say antisocial, but introverted, I guess, is the popular term. I'm extremely introverted. The only thing that ever gave me confidence to talk is because I was a pretty good athlete when it came to biking. I stunk at many sports, but I got into mountain biking back in the 90s and got really good at it and did it for a living for a while. And that's the only thing, like when you do something where you're clearly better than almost anyone at it, then you get that confidence, and I got confidence from that carried over into my regular life. So, but yeah, doing this, if you asked me this 15 years ago, I'd be like, you're out of your mind. Hey, Ralphie's back. Welcome in. Glad you came over to the horizontal. I think he found you on the vertical the other day. So thanks so much for coming over here. Yeah, if you guys are new and you know, make sure you watch a video or something. And I don't want to make you watch a video, but that rod right here, just so that you comment and I can track back and make sure I link up to you guys. Rod right on the end just got hit. He's definitely eating that pack bait. Let's see if he takes the hook. Keep an eye on that rod. It could take a couple minutes, but that rod, there's a good chance that rod will go down. Cap's bringing another bait in for Tuesday night. Nice.
I found a hole with tons of keepers.
Cool. Might as well get them. Who knows what the weather's going to do tomorrow. Might make popcorn and have a movie day. Going live, if you have a phone, is pretty easy. Depending on the phone, they all look different. So it makes trying to show somebody. But if you get a little tripod from Amazon, you know, get your tripod set up. Have your phone like you're doing a video or something. And there should be a go live button. And then just kind of follow the prompt, struggle through it. And maybe I can kind of show you. I'm trying to think how I can help because I'm not the best at this stuff. I just struggled through it myself. And I know Stewart or Bulk, or eventually somebody will ask me something like that, and I'm like, I barely figured it out on my own. But I can always do like a private live or something and try to show you if it helps. Maybe I'll do like a tutorial video. I think what makes it so tough is like I just got this new phone, and it's pretty different than my old one. Like the options are different. Um, So some people were telling me how to do something. I couldn't figure it out for the longest time. Oh, I couldn't go members only live on my phone unless I couldn't. Period. I couldn't do it. And I thought I was just dumb. I couldn't figure it out. And I got the new phone and it allowed me to do it right away. And the problem was I had to update YouTube, but my old phone was so old it couldn't handle the new update. So I had to go back to the old YouTube. So I don't know. That's how they get you, man. Misplaced. Welcome in, Denise. Hope you're having a good day. Happy Sunday. We got a carp playing with the one rod. I'm hoping it goes down. Appreciate you guys all coming in here. We got a good crew of people in here. I've enjoyed the live. I really want to get a carp for you guys before we go. Kevin is stocking up on fish. He's doing well over there with one its fly under a bobber and the spinning setup. He's loading up the flathead bait cooler. We'll take those home and put them in. We have a bigger cooler with two air bubblers that we keep in there that run on AA batteries. And then I'll take a 5-gallon bucket each day and remove 5 gallons of water and put fresh 5 gallons in, and that seems to keep them live for about a week. Awesome, Ralphie. Yeah, I get busy. It's hard to like remember who's in, and the comments. I will get every comment guaranteed within 2 days tops. Usually quicker. I'll find the comments and I'll go. I support those who support me. It's the best way to put it, I think.
I got the pliers.
Take those. You can clip them right to your shirt.
Yeah, I know.
If one swallows and it's going to die, throw it in. We'll cut it up, throw it in the freezer. We'll use it for cut bait for channels. Okay?
Yeah, this guy's. Yeah. This guy's channel bait.
All right. Awesome, Scott. Yeah, I can't believe it hasn't rained yet. I thought for sure we weren't going to get this in. Scott, you've caught as many fish as I have today, too. And you got your grass cuts. You got that going for you.
This is how I carry the strip. I'm too lazy. Just leave them attached.
Thanks, Ralphie. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think there's a way for people to ask questions. I don't know if it's on shorts, though, or on lives. I got to look at that because I've got a pretty wide knowledge in fishing, multi-species. And I do like to answer the questions. That's why we started, like during the winter, once the time changes, we do Tuesday night tips. And that one is straight up informative. That's the whole purpose of it. We pick topics, how to catch catfish, or, the whole hour, 2 hour, maybe 3 hour live will be on fishing lines, the difference between fluoro and mono, and stuff like that. Or how to catch specific species. How you doing? Good.
Any luck?
Not much. My son's catching a ton of little fish on the flies, but I'm trying to catch carp or cats and a couple knocks, but no takedowns.
Right. Ever try over there by the cliff?
Yeah. I've had the best luck here in the spring.
Good.
But
And the other end, the very other end.
yeah,
So I used to guide Green Lane back in the day.
nice.
The cove.
Yeah, I guide a little bit up at Beltsville still. I have my guiding license. But I don't fish this too much. We have a boat up top. We usually just go up there, get some nice bass up there.
Nice road.
What's that?
Up top here?
Yeah, Walt Road.
Yeah, Walt Road and Mike Road.
Yeah.
Stone. Yep, for the grub.
Have you heard of any walleye being caught in 10 years?
No,
Used to catch them off Hill Road.
they're probably
Yeah.
down the other end.
Yeah, I used to
Pike.
fish off by the bike trail where it drops down. I used to catch
Pike.
walleye off that wall.
Yep, Pike. So,
Yep. Yeah, pike, and muskie.
a lot of speckled bats in here. A lot of you control in here.
The white
I
perch
had a
are
rig that I
crazy.
made up. It was like 3 plastic red beads, a hook, a worm.
Yeah.
And then depending on the brightness of the day,
Yeah.
that clevis, I could change the blade.
Yeah.
So it looked like a little fish was eating a worm.
Yeah, we would go up here with the sabiki setup to just
Yeah.
catch like 200 white perch, 4 at a time.
Yeah. Yeah. You get a lot speckled that way. And
Yeah. Yeah.
some really nice ones off this cove and the next cove.
Yeah.
Off the point.
I don't fish it much. It's just anymore.
That was that pattern that day too.
Yeah. I just haven't caught anything quality in a long time out of here. I feel like the channels are just wiped out too. How I pick up rods and reel, purpley. Keith Doc Reed, there's another member. I was distracted, sorry. Just saying hello to somebody walking their puppy. Lisa J still hanging out. Been live hour 53 minutes. Probably I hate not to catch something though. I may just recast the 2 rods again just to get more pack bait in the water and then let that sit till we're ready to call it. I think I'll do that. All right. At least I'm trying, I guess, right? Rather than just sit there and let it sit in a spot. Go through the motions. Put more bait in the water. I'm going to cast real far this time too. Go out far. Further, I guess. Once in a while that'll happen. That's another reason to check them. That may have been a little bullhead. They tend to do that. But carp will too sometimes. Fresh pack on that one. Well, likely not, we'll be near done because this is it of the pack bait right here. I do have sweet corn. I could just straight up put sweet corn on. Why is this? There's a lot of slack. I hope I didn't miss something on that one. They don't usually hit it that fast, but once or twice I've caught them immediately after a cast. Caught the branches a little bit on that one. Another bait?
Yep.
All gills?
Greens.
All green.
Ooh.
All the bait's out, so I'm just going to let them sit a little bit longer. And that's pretty much it. Okay?
Yep. Go home, fill up the quarter, put them.
Yeah, we'll put the bait away. And I went out a little bit further. Hit the branches on the way out. Trimmed up the branches a little bit. Here you have to have your guiding license. You have to have your captain's license to guide in Pennsylvania. Well, anywhere in the U.S. as far as I know. Yeah, I went through, got my OUPV Coast Guard license and then all the legal requirements. You can't guide without all that stuff here. You can be severely fined, like 40 grand. Squirrels, my PA bro, what is going on? Thanks for coming in here. Skeeter, you heading out? Thanks for coming in, buddy. Thank you for coming in. I will be in contact with you, bud. All right, Skeeter's heading out. We'll probably give this like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, somewhere around there. See if we can catch one here. FOA has a purple line. We've got the Mad Cat's green rod. I'd like to get some different colors. We'll probably gear up and add a couple more for next season. Plan on having, when Kevin and I fish together, we each want to have our own sets. So as these rods eventually break or something happens to them, maybe we'll just have to throw it in the water. We'll have to upgrade or turn these into straight up our carp rods and add catfish rods and keep them separate. We tend to have rig and re-rig constantly. So we bounce back and forth between, with these rods, mainly carp and cats, but also sometimes the walleye or some of the other like muskie and larger species we go after. Humid. I feel like the temperature just ticked up a couple degrees. Put some bells on. Find the time to put bells on, right? Probably going to start straightening up a few things, so the bells might help. I don't know if I have any more bells though. Hot out here. Get rid of the corn. You really got to watch the rods, you know, you have your back to them. The bigger fish tend to take them down nice and quiet. The little ones jiggle them. The big ones will just... You saw the live when we were with Nolan. We were standing there. He did a short, I believe he did a short, no, he just tagged it on his live. We were standing there, and I'm definitely getting old. I can't hear or see as well as he can. He goes, I just heard one tick of a drag. And I was like, really? So we started like looking from the right to the left of the rods. So it was like 30 seconds by the time I get to the rod all the way down on the left. That thing was bent so far over. I can't believe it didn't shoot out of the holder. He had like Superman hearing. This is not Deep Creek still. It's near it. It drains into it, but this is 2 reservoirs up from it. This is the big res. There's a lot of water in this area. It's real close to it. It's still in that Green Lane Park, but Green Lane's huge. Get rid of the oats and mealworms. Equipment to straighten out tomorrow. I could use a rainy gear day and just get organized again. Duckies. More rods. I have to take down here. Nine awesome people hanging out. Yeah, you're close. It's all the same water. Just goes over a series of big dams. Yeah, Kevin is a trip for sure. That's how I was as well. I can catch and cook one of these ducks up right here. There you go. At least you got something to look at. There's the ducks for you. Stuart, this was the place we did the live where we had the geese. The geese were standing right at the rod and the rod went down and the goose freaked out and flew off. It was a really cool short. He was eating the crumbs from the pack bait that was falling off the hook. Like when I was packing it, the crumbs always fall down. So he kept hanging out right at the base of the rod. And I knew eventually that rod was going to go down and basically hit him. And it did. It was awesome. The best bite alarm. I was like, it's a perfect bite alarm. The goose flies off, you know the rod's down. Yeah, it's a half decent spot. We did really good here in the spring. I just think that this time of year, till the green and the algae and everything starts dying back, I just feel like there's so much food, it's really hard to target carp successfully here. There's places around, especially where people go and feed ducks and things in smaller ponds and places, but the public waters around here, I feel like it's really hard to have the double-digit days that we have in the spring, like the 17 carp fish day. Just not going to have that this time of year. I went Gonski here, I disappeared? Probably. Oh, yeah. I pulled my back out that day. This is where I pulled my back out, and I was on the floor for like a week. I remember that. Good times. Really, dude. That must be the mom duck, and the other ones must be the kids. They ain't that small anymore, but I'm sure that they're hanging together in a pack like probably this year's kids. Yeah, we'll start doing more pre-baiting now. It just stinks with pre-baiting because you tend to find a spot, and you have no guarantee that you're going to be the first person on that spot, especially when I start fishing at 10 a.m. I could pull up and you pre-bait the area the day before and you pull up and someone else is fishing it. That happens, I would say, almost 50% of the time around here. Unless you can get up early, but I can't do that, getting the kids on the bus. But I'll get some feed corn, so at least it's cheaper. And I can do some videos on that, you basically just, you boil the sweet corn and then you let it sit a day or two in the bucket. And that's the corn you use instead of buying the expensive sweet corn. I tried to hook a fish and tripped over the net backwards trying to hook set a carp. I don't think so. That doesn't sound like me. That sounds like fake news. I'm as sure-footed as a mountain goat. Oh, rod right here, guys. Didn't look like a carp hit. It was a real quick knock. Maybe a small kitty cat. I've caught the kitty cats on the pack bait. It's on a short. Yogi doing burpees. He's going live soon. He gave me a $2 super chat the other day on one of my videos. Very cool dude. He was a vegan and he gave me a super chat on my venison sausage video. It's pretty cool, man. I was telling him, I respect vegans a lot. I respect vegetarians a lot. What drives me nuts is like the people that are like, ew, you kill that animal, and then they eat meat from a store or something. You know, they're the ones I don't quite get. Like they're not part of the food chain. I think to be a vegan, you have to be pretty much as committed to what you do as a person who lives off the land. Like you can't, you know, that's a definite commitment. I do have those bite alarms that you're talking about, Odette. I'm not sure if Stuart does. He's asked me to do the European style, so I will be doing that soon. But I'm going to rig specifically for carp soon. As soon as the catfish bite dies off, I will be rigging specifically for carp. A little bit lighter line, and I'll set that up in the way he wants me to do it. With the bite alarms that go off when the line goes out. Oh no. Don't watch that short. It's probably an advertisement for something. I don't think that's really me. Probably photoshopped or something. It's probably a virus if you click on it. I wouldn't click that link. Very suspicious. Where'd my kid go? I haven't seen him in a while. Speaking of Gonski, Kev's Gonski. You might see him over on that rock wall on the other side. I don't know where he went to. Pretty much packed up. It won't take us long to get out of here, so I might as well just fish till Kev comes back. Maybe we'll get lucky. My son is a catfish guide on the Tennessee River. I remember you telling me this. He's a Reserve Coast Guard captain, had folks from all over the country. That's awesome. Yeah, I think I remember seeing a video where you guys went out together on the river. Somehow I knew that. That's awesome. Yeah, you can get in a lot of trouble if you guide without a license. You can get a lot of trouble. There's catch log books. There's a lot of stuff that goes into that stuff, and they're out to find you. They want to find you and find you. If everyone follows the rules, they'd be broke. They're counting on people breaking rules. We've had them flying in helicopters in Alaska just to check us out many times. Middle rod just had a little pull to it. Too bad, Stuart. They're not biting. They're not biting. Your fake link, green screen. You probably put my head on somebody else falling. It's probably John Parker or something. With my head on it. Hey, Fun Fishing Adventures. What's going on, Scotty? Welcome in. We're just about to wrap it up. A few more minutes here. Kev's caught a lot of bait for Tuesday night flathead fishing, but other than that, I've been trying to catch a carp or a cat. My favorite spot's kind of been dredged out and nasty right now, so we figured we'd give this spot a shot. We haven't fished it since spring, but no luck yet. Couple pulls, couple taps, but no takedowns. Yeah. I know you're saying that, Stuart. I know you're saying that. But I'm just saying, I know myself, and I know I would never trip over a cast net. I wouldn't have any of those mishaps. I'm like a professional running back. Every step is just perfect. Here goes the cormorant. It keeps going back and forth. Got mallards right in front of us. We had a bald eagle go by earlier. The gray herring go by earlier. These clouds are getting a little more ominous. Kevin is still missing in action here. I'm heading back home from Kentucky. Sweet. Yeah, I had TP running last night, catching as much as I could. But I wasn't in chat. I was preoccupied with Fest. Oh, here we go, right on the end. Catfish rod. Yes, sir. We got him. On the catfish rod. Skunk saver right there. Now, do we use him for bait? I think we do. I think he's going to go to Philly with us for bait. What do you think? Okay. Kev will love seeing that in the tank. Gonna put him right in the bait tank, guys. Chunky yellow bullhead. I'll just leave this rod in. Okay, so got the catfish, not the carp. Interesting. That was a chunky one. My wife caught a near state record here, yellow. It was 4 pounds, bigger than most of the channels I've caught. Okay, save the skunk for me right there. Yeah, that's gonna be flathead bait. Or catfish nuggets, we could eat them too. We did a catch and cook on bullheads. They're delicious, actually. I've got a nice little deep fryer now I got for Christmas. Deep fry them up. The only thing I don't like about the deep fryer, it's like, well, you waste so much oil. We'll use it a couple times. We'll fry up potatoes, make like French fries. And then we'll save that oil and use it for fish. But like after 2-3 times, definitely, you know, it's definitely not ideal. Starts picking up bad flavors, in my opinion. But yeah, we'll use that bullhead. We'll either eat them or use them for bait Tuesday. Nice oily fish, great bait. Kev will be excited. He's used to me getting skunked, so when I'm not skunked, he gets excited. Nice. Cleaning catfish used to be difficult. Yep. Yeah. I mean, the ribs kind of protrude. A couple different techniques. The bullheads, I end up just doing them like trout, but I use my deer knife to get through the rib cage, and then I put the fillet knife and go right down the line. You can also do like where you nail them to the tree and do the cut around the head and pull it off. I don't know. I haven't done enough to really figure out my favorite method yet. I keep trying different ways to see what I like and don't like about each one. But when I filleted the bullheads like a trout, I lost very little meat. So I definitely would not be hesitant to do that method. There goes the big rod on the right. I just had a good hit. Let's see if it goes. Got a treat for you in the cooler.
What is it?
All right, go in and look.
It's a catfish. What?
Big one.
Eater?
I think we use it for bait. It's going to be a big piece of bait. You could eat it if you want.
the big ones, what happened to the other rods?
Well, you just
No
put them
call?
back. Yeah, I didn't have the other one off. And I cut the hook on the caddy, and I'm gonna pop it out later. He might spit it out.
I'm gonna go see how big he is. It's hard because the big ones you want to eat and the big ones you want to use for bait because they're not as pointy and sharp.
Yeah, I say we throw him out on bulk, 6 ounces of lead. Let him sit in one spot out there. Careful, he'll get spiked. Why don't you use that white bucket behind you?
It's a little big.
Well, we can eat them. You want to catch a 60-pound cat, that one will guarantee you're not going to catch nothing but a 60-pound cat. If you want to throw the green rod out and, you know what I mean, let it sit the whole time with something big on it. We're going to have at least 5 rods out.
That thing's a little big.
Oh, there we go. Take down.
Take him, get it. Got him? Can I fight him?
Fish on, guys. Fish on.
Oh, this is a big one, Dad.
You want to go down onto the shore? Just keep it tight. Good fish, guys. Good fish. I mean, he's been gone the whole day, and of course he gets to reel in the fish. You want to come over top of it? Yeah, pull up. Go over the camera and then you can hold them up. Nice calm in here, guys. I'm glad we stayed live.
We can't use this guy for bait.
There we go, guys.
It's beautiful.
Make sure they can see it on camera.
Yep, they can see that.
Look good?
Mm-hmm.
There he is. Nice common carp. You want to let him go and I'll get video of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Pick up the net.
Should I put him in the water?
Yeah, go out in the water with him. It's such a shallow bar right here. Beach. Okay. That's good. Let me come on the other side here and get the sun at my back. The sun's popping out. Okay. There he is, guys. Hopefully you can see him.
I thought he was mirrored because I saw that.
Yeah, that little
That's
shiny
good.
scale on him. It's just an old scale that's popping off. Okay. Just let him go. There he goes, guys. It's so shallow up here. He fought like a big one, but when they hit this shallow water, they fight super hard.
It's a nice one, though.
All right, so we got a catfish and a carp after 2 hours of nothing. It's good.
And if you come in like the middle of the day, too, they bite like right at the middle.
Yeah, you never know, I guess, right? As soon as you think you know what you're doing, turns out you don't.
Thanks, Carp, for biting.
Freshwater vacuum cleaner, exactly. Thanks, Dad. Yeah, it's a nice spot. We can get out there with them and release them. So I just keep that one in. We don't have nothing to put on it. We're going to start wrapping it up. We're going to start cleaning up the table. It's a good.
Broke the method feeder.
Oh, that was broken.
Oh.
Yeah, I need to glue that.
A lot of times when you're fishing shallow water, they'll break it because they can really slam that thing around when they hurt a head.
Yeah, that's why I went out there. It gets so shallow. It's real easy for them to.
Just break the method
The method
feeder.
feeder might slide up the line and you hook it behind a rock.
So much ways to fail.
ways to.
What did you catch the catfish on? The pet bait?
No, the
Fish head?
fish head right in the moss, right in the algae.
Did it take the rod down?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Not a huge takedown. Hit it a couple times and there was slack. I reeled down. He was there.
I want to use him for bait because I know a 60-pounder would eat him.
I said we throw 6 ounces of lead on, 8/0 hook. We send it out and we let it sit the entire night. And we use all the other rods to cast every 30 minutes. Because I know a good spot where I've never snagged. Roy caught the 34-pounder.
Yeah.
Put it out towards that hole. I've never snagged out there, so that thing should just sit there the entire night with 6 ounces of lead.
That guy's weird too because his he has sharp barbs too. His is a little sharp.
Sharper than normal.
Yeah.
Let me start clearing some of this. You want to read chat while I just get the table straight?
Yeah, sure.
Got some trash here. I'm going to run to the trash can over here.
Ralph's kids and said,
Oh, look, the white ibis.
see him guys flying? Yep, it did make it worth it. I need a fish guide, catfish, and perch. I can tell, but anything else. Come on, we need some jokes in this chat. We need some jokes. Don't forget, if you're in here and if you're new or anything, my channel is Lil Finn 3.0. Go subscribe. This is the family channel and I have my own channel.
I'll tie these together and then just hold that one separate.
Okay.
Quick walk to the car and I got to re-rig for Tuesday anyway.
Thanks, Ralphie's kids, for subscribing to my channel. I really need to reach 50.
Self-promoting again over there?
Yeah, I need 50 real bad. We need to go live on two. First 100's the hardest, but...
That's what they say.
And it was for us.
Yep.
I can't believe I found this crankbait.
That's awesome. Right?
Give it to Gray Buck and say, if you can catch a fish on this. If you can catch a fish on this, you win.
What's he win?
Nothing. This crankbait, I guess. If he can catch a fish on this crankbait, 24 hours, he gets to keep it.
Packing up everything, so just a couple minutes. So say your goodbyes to each other. You got friends in chat. I appreciate y'all coming in today. Those who stuck around got to see patience pays off sometimes.
2 lures found today. A crankbait and a spinner.
Not a earth-shattering day, but at least we got a catfish.
Hey, get these catfish hooks out of my bag.
We got a catfish and we caught a carp. So
W.
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 Here. Oh wait, it's getting hot all of a sudden.
Yeah. We need... Thanks for sharing me out, Stuart.
Remember, Stuart's going live a little bit later today, guys. He
Oh, hold
works
on.
hard on our channel.
Fish joke. I mean, there's a joke. Why do fish live in water? Why do fish live in water? I don't know.
Whose joke is it?
Fishing with Dad.
Okay. So it might have a real punchline, not one of Stuart's lost in translation jokes. I remember the night he was telling a bunch of Scottish jokes that didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know.
English.
Yeah. Miscommunication.
Lost in translation jokes.
I can fish.
He's got a whole cooler of fish over there. Like me, you always leave a rod out till packed up. Yeah, yep, for sure, man. We've had some, we went through a stretch there where it was like 3 carp lives in a row, like 2 years ago, where we kept catching one like the last 2 minutes. And back then I was like, we're gonna go live from 10 to 11, like was scheduled. And then 10:50 we get hit. Like, takes a couple hours sometimes for them to find the baits.
Sometimes it takes instant.
Sometimes it takes 3 days.
My personal best, my biggest carp I ever caught, we casted it in the water, and in less than probably 25 seconds. Ooh. Less than 25 seconds, I got a carp. Remember that?
Yep.
I cast it right in.
And you were like, I must have snagged it, remember?
Yeah, because it was way too quick. But he must have been just opening his mouth constantly and swam past it. Oh, I think I
that
just...
one rung the bell. That was a
good hit.
That was a good hit.
That was a good hit.
That was a good hit.
Is that a carp rod?
Yep, that's a carp rod. Had a good hit.
Wonk, wonk,
Well, we're basically packed up, but I ain't rushing out of here now. I got to give it at least a few minutes.
Come on. I don't know to say yay or no.
You can run.
We'll see
You
what
can
the...
bring the cooler over.
Okay. I got to probably drain some water out.
Yeah. Get my backpack together back here. Where did my other clip go? There it is. All right. We're only going to give it about 2 minutes, guys, and then we're gonna cut. The punchline is because they can't live on land. Why do fish live in water, Kevin? The joke is because they can't live on land.
Oh.
I liked it. I liked it. I have to go home and look at the dumb moon chart for people that believe in the moon charts, just to see if this happens to be a bite area that the moon chart predicted. I'm always curious on that. When I was like 12, 13, I used to hunt and fish by it big time, and I never noticed it worked. Just all seems to be up to chance. What did the fish say when it banged its head off a wall?
Nothing, because it's dead.
It said, damn. Because it's a dam. You get it?
A wall is not always a dam.
Well, for the joke to work, it is.
That still doesn't give it the opportunity.
Right? I got it, Stuart, right? All right, I'm ready to call it. You ready to call it?
Get out of here.
All right, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much.
Appreciate
Oh, yeah, I did get it. He admitted I got the joke. Once in a while, I get one. Blind apple finds a blind nut. Hey, wait, a blind apple finds a squirrel. No, a blind squirrel finds a nut. Never mind.
Okay, so you found it. So?
All right, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks so much. Stewie, thanks for the super chat. Ooh.
Okay, maybe
we stay another minute.
Come on. That sounded more like a bass.
Let me just go up through chat, make sure I didn't miss anything real quick, and then we'll close it up. But we'll give that fish a minute to decide what he wants to do. Yeah, I want to thank Chip. We got $2 from Chip today. Stewie got $2, and then Bulkinator, who is counting sheep right now in bed over in Australia, $10 from him. So I appreciate that.
Thanks for the super chat, guys.
Helps
us
a
a
lot. Yeah.
Jinx. I said it first.
All right, we'll wrap it up. Peace out, guys. Catch you on the next one.
Philly?
I'm going to go be live somewhere tomorrow.
Yeah, bait fishing.
Bait fishing tomorrow. Vertical nonsense. Thanks, Ralphie's. Have a good day, buddy.
Thanks for talking to